All right, good afternoon, everybody. I know that there's a lot going on in the news. I've gotten sucked into it, and I don't usually try and watch the news. One thing is this eclipse coming, I think, on the 8th. Everybody's talking about how you shouldn't fly, don't drive, terrorist attacks. I mean, you name it. There is so many things that people are talking about. I don't understand the not flying or the not driving. Even if it blacks out the sun and makes it like night, airplanes fly at night all the time. Cars drive during the day, at night all the time. I think it's just fear-mongering and fear porn. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion. I by no means have any way to prove anything I'm saying. It's just an opinion. Terrorist attacks, we heard they were going to happen at Easter. We heard it was going to happen this time, that time. Could it happen? Possibly. Am I going to worry about it? Absolutely not. I'm going to continue to live just like I always do what I want to do, enjoy life. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not worried about it. The other big thing in the news is this whole diddy thing. And it's just like during Epstein's thing. Everybody's talking about these corrupt politicians and this and that. Yes, the politicians are corrupt. But the politicians are not the puppet masters of all of this. I have no clue who the puppet masters are, who's pulling the strings. People are like, Obama's pulling Biden's strings. Maybe Obama is, but somebody's pulling Obama's strings. Diddy, Epstein, they were recording politicians, actors, movie stars for a reason, to blackmail them, to get them to do things. I think somebody else, somebody that's not, and this is just my opinion, I have no way to back any of this up, this is just a conspiracy theory. My thoughts is whoever's pulling the strings, probably we've never seen them on TV, nothing like that. These people are probably very wealthy. They have their own ideas of how things should be. They know that money and power corrupt, so they pay these people like Epstein and Diddy to throw these big parties. The bigger the party, the more elaborate in that, the more you can suck in these movie stars, these actors, these news people, these politicians. Why would you want to suck them in? Well, you make the politicians vote for things that benefit you and screw the people. I mean, all of us have wondered why politicians that are supposedly conservative and everything else completely go against what the majority of their constituents want and vote differently, vote with the Democrats or whatever. That's, in my opinion, that is because they have no choice. There's videos probably of them doing gay stuff or diddling kids or whatever. Same thing with these movie stars and these actresses and all these news people that are pushing this woke agenda stuff. They're doing it because they're forced to, in my opinion. They know that if they don't do what they're told, that they'll be exposed and it'll ruin their careers. My prediction is with the whole Diddy thing, he'll either end up like Epstein, he'll kill himself, or he'll keep his mouth shut and then he'll just be locked up like Ghislaine Maxwell, because he's not the person pulling the strings, and neither are the politicians. If you were pulling the strings, you wouldn't be involved with that kind of stuff, because if something happened and it got exposed like it is now, you would not want your name associated or tied into any of it. I also don't believe that Homeland Security went into Diddy's properties and seized all that stuff and that looking for evidence. I think they're going to, just like with Epstein, they're going to bury stuff so that whoever is pulling the strings can use that like they did with the Epstein client list that nobody knows who the hell was on it. Ghislaine Maxwell got convicted. guilty of child trafficking, but yet not one of the Johns has ever been exposed. That's because they're the rich politicians, the rich elite in that. And whoever's pulling the strings, you're going to do what I tell you to do, or we're going to expose you. I don't ask anybody to subscribe on this channel. I don't ask people to like and share. I've heard that YouTube tries to not show content such as this. So I am going to ask you to, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody. Because then I know that that's what people want to see. If I don't see a bunch of shares and a bunch of likes, I'm thinking that people aren't interested and I won't continue to do videos or continue to give my opinions on this stuff. Because like I said, this is just my opinions on these things, and trying to think why people do what they do. Why do people blatantly, like the Speaker of the House, blatantly go against what the majority of conservative constituents want? I mean, they don't even have enough Republican votes to pass more money for Ukraine. They have to do this stuff with all the Democrat votes and then a few, as people call them, rhinos, which in my opinion every single one of them is a rhino. But I don't like politicians. I don't trust people that never follow through with what they say they're going to do. Right now they bring up, oh, we're trying to pass a bill to protect free speech. We're trying to pass a bill to protect the Second Amendment. But yet they never bring this shit up when the Republicans, quote-unquote conservatives, have the White House, the Senate, and the Congress. They never bring these bills up or try and pass them when they know that they could pass them. They only do it when they know that the Senate's going to vote it down or the President's going to veto it or whatever. That's why I said none of them, period, represent you and me. They just don't. And how they continue, or why they continue to do this stuff, is beyond me. The only thing I can think of is somebody's pulling their strings saying, look, either you vote this way on this, you say this, you do this, or we're going to expose you. Like I said, I doubt that the people pulling the strings, any of us have ever, they're probably not in the news, they're probably not being seen with politicians, being seen with movie stars and rap stars and music stars and all that. I mean, like I said, just my opinion. That's all I got for this video. Them are the thoughts of a pissed off American. If you like this video, like it, share it with somebody. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. That way at least I can figure out what people think or what people want to hear and what people want to see. And remember, when I give you these videos, this is just my opinion. I don't even want to be called an influencer. I don't think that any of us should be influencing other people. There's nothing wrong with sharing our opinions, sharing our thoughts. But when you're trying to force people to see things the way you want to see them, quote-unquote influence, always makes me wonder what somebody's agenda is behind it. So, again, them are the thoughts of a pissed off American. Hope everybody has a great day.